Hi, I'm Montana. I want to talk about something today that is extremely relevant in my life and something that I am a strong advocate for, which is there is no shame whatsoever for being neurodivergent and having learning differences, especially in college. Because in college, of course, it can be tough. There's a lot of extracurriculars, a lot of different classes that might be rigorous, and just overall really tough, especially when it comes to mental health issues. It can be a lot, and especially for us students who have learning differences, it can really come to a point of extreme overwhelm. I know for me at first it did. I have comprehension issues, ADHD, severe math learning issues, and the list goes on, quite honestly. However, going through that system of needing to get my reports in, all of my paperwork in order to get my accommodations in place was extremely useful. And that's something I really want to talk about, which is having that support, reaching out to that support within your community, within your school, of saying, hey, these are issues that I'm having. This is something that I think I need extra help with in order to succeed in this school. How can I better my path? How can I find ways to just better my experience at this school? Because again, there's no shame in reaching out for an extra hand. Just because you have to doesn't mean it has to be an isolating experience of, oh, you know, I need to go to this and this and this person, because I know personally it can feel like a lot, like you need to go to a billion different people in order to figure out what's going to help you. But truly, once you get to that light at the end of the tunnel, per se, it's all worth it, because once you get your accommodations in place, and once you get everything that you need in order for you to succeed, you're not even going to care about those other thoughts that you had before. It's going to completely fly by you, let me tell you. And the most recent example of how this has helped somebody else was actually somebody in my class at community college. Woohoo! She was actually a mom who just moved here from Germany. And she has 3 kids, and one of her kids is starting to show early signs of some learning differences and things that are affecting him in school. And so she approached me and asked me about my story and my journey within having learning differences and transferring, and how I navigated all of that through high school and college especially. And I was so honored that she came up to me, especially someone who is so wise beyond her years and my years, of course. She came up to me, and I had the absolute pleasure of being able to give her some of my tips and tricks in order to help her son succeed in the future, which was something that really, really meant a lot to me, because in a way it felt like all of that damage that I've gotten in the past, which was teachers, students, anybody that you can imagine just bullying me at school for being different in that sense. All of that damage that I got was such good damage, and it went to such good use. And so I was able to help somebody else who was struggling and help them find their path to succeed. And after all of that, I'm now going to an amazing 4-year university with some of the best advisors, counselors, students who are all ready to help me, just as community college has. And through all of that, I was able to persevere and get to this point through asking help, through reaching out to my community, really using those resources and taking advantage of them, because once again, there's absolutely no shame in that, because there is a huge possibility for you to get here as well. And I know you can, absolutely.